Welcome to this body-weighted exercise class, mainly for runners, but you can do it even if you're not a runner. You don't need any kit except you may need just a chair. If you haven't got a chair, it doesn't matter. It's just one of the exercises requires quite a lot of balance. Or you can do it next to a wall. You'll see when we do it, but if you have got a chair, that's great, or next to a wall, that's great. If you haven't, you'll just have to work really hard on that balance. Okay, so we're just going to start with some lovely roll downs. So just working through that spinal flexibility. Make sure you've got a drink next to you as well. It's getting quite warm this morning. Okay, right, so we're just going to roll down. We're thinking about our good posture. When we're standing, when we're running, we're thinking about our posture. When we get tired, we're thinking about our posture, okay? So we're just going to roll down through our thoracic spine, lumbar spine, and we're actually going to walk out today. We're going to walk out, and I'm probably going to be too long to be in the shot, and just into a plank, and then we're walking back. Okay, and then we're going to just do that 5 times through. So just rolling down, all the way down, walking ourselves out into a lovely strong plank, and then back. So we're just starting to get a little bit of flexibility through that posterior chain. That's 2, so doing it at your own pace. Down we go. Lovely. 3, actually feels a bit easier doing these now. Hands down. So I've been doing my 10 minutes of yoga every morning, which has been absolutely lovely. I've missed the odd few days now and then, but generally I do it most days. Nice, and from here, I'm going to come into our downward facing dog. Just walk our feet a little bit closer in, and we're just going to pedal through our heels. Try and keep that tailbone high, shoulders pressing towards thighs. Good, and then we're going to take our right leg, we're going to swing it high, and just open up through our hips. I'm going to bring that leg forward into a nice lunge, okay? And then from there, we're going to just bring ourselves up, turn that back leg so it's level with the edge of the mat. Just take our arms out and have a stretch through our shoulders. Let's catch our breath. Good, and then we're just going to bring both arms back onto the mat, either side of that right foot, and then just bring that right foot back into our downward dog. And we're going to do the same with the left leg, open it up, and then we're going to swing it through, back leg to the edge of the mat, arms, and big stretch through that chest, keeping the weight into that front leg. Good, and then hands all the way down to the mat. Take that leg back into our plank position, and we just lower ourselves down. We're going to have a little press through. So we're arching into our back. And keep our hips down. Good. And then we're just going to come up into our cat camel. I'm just going to do 5 rounds of this. So just arching and lowering. Good, really moving through that spine. That's one, lovely, good. Fab. Okay, right, so we're going to come up into standing now. This is where you might need your chair, okay? So if not, what we're going to focus on is we're going to stand on one leg, and we're going to come into a hip hinge. So this is where, like I say, you might need a little bit of support because it's quite quite tough on balance and control. Then what we're going to do is we're going to rotate. I'm just going to hold on to this. So we're going to turn our body away from that leg. Does that make sense? Yeah. So on our left leg, I'm turning my body to the right and back. Turning there and back. Now let's see if we can do that without holding on. Probably not. Just about. Okay, let's swap sides. So it's a really kind of tough balance, control. Got to have the strength there. So it's a really tough exercise. So yeah, it's quite nice to have something just to hold on to. That's why I do recommend, if you have got a chair, have that next to you. So come on to right leg. Okay. And again, we're going to turn to our left. So for some reason, this side is considerably easier. And you might find weakness, stiffness. So really focus on where you're feeling that restriction. Where does it feel difficult to do? Whoop. Whoop. One more on this side. And we're going to go back to the other side. Good. Okay, so back onto that left leg. Into that sort of aeroplane, Superman position. God, this side's really quite wobbly already. So if I try and then come back, that feels really tricky. That's one. Let's see if we can do 5. 2. And 3. I think I'm overthinking it a little bit as well. And 4. That's 1. And 5. Oh, so it feels really fatiguing on that side. So again, think about where you're feeling that restriction, that weakness. Is it restriction in the range of movement? Is it just literally core? Is it hips are getting fatigued? And just work on that area. Okay. So 1, this side's so much easier, and 2, and 3, and 4, which is really odd because this is the side I struggle to get my legs through when we're stepping from downward dog into warrior. Okay, okay, now we're going to come into single leg stand and we're going to go into a really nice reach position. So we're still staying on that single leg. We're going to do 10 on one side and 10 on the other. So we come into that hip hinge and we reach. Whoop. And we reach 2. I want you to feel like you're lengthening as far as you can go. That's 3. 4. 5. 5 more. 1. 2. Ooh, really lengthen through. 3. Point your toes as far as you can go. And 4. And 5. Lovely, good. And then swap legs for me. Let's see how this one feels. Again, lovely, long and lengthening through that body from the tip of your fingers to the tip of your toes. Okay, there you go. 1. Lengthen. 2. Really feel that core as well engaging. 3. Working through hips. 4. 5. Halfway. Keep going. 1. And 2. And 3. 5 press ups. So whatever level you're at, whether you're just on hands and knees, whether you stretched out a little bit further, whether you're in full press up position, it doesn't matter. Just whatever you're working at, just keep doing them regularly, keep building into them. So I'll go down, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good stuff, lovely. I'm going to come back up onto the mat. I'm going to go into some reverse lunges. Okay, so lunges are really nice exercises for runners because they're like a single leg control exercise. So as always, really strong starting position, and all we're going to do is step back. I want you to get that knee right down to the ground. We're going to alternate. Okay, we're going to do 20 reverse lunges. So we go down, 1 and 2, good, and 3. Use your hands, sort of a bit of counterbalance, 4 and 5. Big step back, 6 and 7 and 8 and 9, 10. We've got 10 more. So really pushing up with this front leg, not through your toes. And 2 and 3 and 4, 5 and 6 and 7 and 8 and 9 and 10. Whew. Brilliant, okay? Then we're going to go to some side lunges. So where we go, we're going to come right down, touch the floor. We'll do 10 one side, then we'll swap over just so I can position myself onto the mat. So we go down, push, 1 and 2, 3, getting some lovely length through adductors, 5, 6 and 7 and 8 and 9 and 10 and 11 and 12. Okay, and swap sides. Okay, and we're going down. 1 and 2 and 3. Really working into those adductors, 4 and 5 and 6, 7 and 8 and 9, 10 and 11 and 12. Good, and we're going to repeat that. We're going to go into forward lunges though this time. So if you're feeling a little bit sore through your knees, or you're not able to control your lunges, stick with the backwards ones. And we're doing forwards lunges. I want you to think about not slamming all your weight forward into your knee. So we step and we lower. That's 1. We step, 2. Big push up, 3 and 4 and 5. Try and make them quite dynamic. And 6, big step down, 7. Big step, 8. Use your core, 9, 10, and 11, and 12, and 13, and 14, push, and 15, push, 16, push, and 17, 18, 19, my mat's gone wonky, 20, I've got a wonky mat. Okay, and then we go back into our side lunges, 12 one side, 12 the other. Down we go, 1, nice dynamic, 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, big push with this leg, and 7, 8, really get that lovely stretch through those adductors, 9, 10, 11, 12, and swap. Got a wonky mat again. Okay, down we go. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. 4 really nice big ones. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Good. Come down into press ups. 5 nice strong press ups. Let's go full. Oops, got too much equipment everywhere. Okay, down we go. We go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. Okay, come on. Right, now we're going to go into our good mornings. Now, I want you to really feel like you're crunching these through to get some kind of tensile strength into your hamstrings. So good mornings, we are there. I really want you to think about squeeze, lift, squeeze, lift. So really get that stretch with those hamstrings. We're going to do 12 of these, okay? So soft knees, hip hinge, down we go. Squeeze, lift, 1 and 2 and squeeze, 3 and 4 and 5 and 6, squeeze, 7, squeeze, 8, push, 9, 10, 11 and 12. Okay. Now I've added this one in, so I don't know, I have been having some, for a long time now, some troubles with my heel. It's a bit calcium, it's a bit of a mess. So actually doing some jumping, I'm not very bouncy. So we're just going to add in some little jumps. Now this feels really alien because my feet feel so stiff. But all we're going to do is 10 little jumps. Okay, so soft heel, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10. Okay, so nothing crazy. We'll see how that feels tomorrow. But as we get older, we are less springy, and we stop doing the things that keep our soft tissue nice and springy. Obviously running is about being springy, so it's important that we keep that bounce. Okay, we're going to come back into our good mornings. So nice strong good mornings. We go, so we almost crunch down, lift, squeeze, 2, squeeze, 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8, 9 and 10 and 11 and 12. Good. And then into our jumps again. So just 10, nice and light. We go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh God, it's like jumping on concrete, that is. I'm going to try and build a little bit of jumping into my routine. I've got a little trampette, so I probably should go on that really. Maybe do a little video about that, but they're not great bits to kick because they're quite bulky. Right, down into our press ups. Okay, so I'm going to go, so from a narrow, so again, it doesn't matter where your arms are, what position you're in, just keep working at it. It's fine, it doesn't matter if you can't do a full press up. Even if you start from the floor, push up, and then lower yourself down. Yeah, doesn't matter. Start where you feel comfortable. You can always build from there. Okay, so nice. I'm going to go nice and narrow. I've not done these for a long time. Oh, okay, down we go. 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Oh dear. Okay, right. So we're going to come down and do our core stuff. So we've got core 100s. So first of all, we're going to do some cycling. Move that out of the way. Okay, so in fact, let's start with our bridges. So we're going to do 20 bridges, and we're going to do lovely and fast and dynamic, squeezing up, down. As soon as you feel the ground, squeeze up in. Really want you to work through those buns of steel, hamstrings. Okay, so we're going to do 20, nice strong Think about really forcing your hips up to the ceiling and squeezing. Okay, off we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, keep going, 12, squeeze, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Good stuff. Okay, now I'm just going to come into some basic crunches. So just a little squeeze up. We're just going to do 20. 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, and 8, 9, 10. Halfway. And 1, and 2, and 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Lovely. Now we're going to do leg slides. So bring our legs up, take them out, bring them in and out. So 20 of these, not lifting them too high. Okay, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8, woo, 9, 10, 10 more. 1, and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Lovely. Now we're going to come into our side taps. So up, so lifting our shoulder blades up, we're going to tap one side. Okay, so we're going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, 7, and 8, and 9, and 10, halfway, 11, and 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Ooh. Okay, and then we're going to come into our dead bug. So whichever level you're comfortable with, we're going to try and do, well, the chair's in the way, but we'll see how we get on. If not, if you just hold in, that's brilliant. Just hold while we do ours. You can add in just your arms, or you can just add in a little bit, like even just start with a little bit of toe tapping down, just to make sure that you're maintaining that strong back position. So off we go. We go 1, and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's reset. Strong back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Woo, bring your knees in. Good. Have a little sit up. Ooh, so yeah, there's some really nice just body weight exercises there. So finish off just in sitting. Ooh. So we're just going to do a little bit of upper body rotation. Left hand behind us, right hand on left knee. Just rotate round. Good, and we're just going to swap over. And we're just going to come into our forward fold. That's not getting any easier. I thought it was, but kind of stuck. Okay, so get warmed up a little bit. So I have been doing it with like a lotus position. Just taking my arms down, trying to make it passive, so I'm not like pulling myself forward. So we'll just come down to wherever you, some of you super flexible ladies will be good at this. Okay, and just let everything settle into the floor. Couple of nice breaths here. Good. and then just unfurl yourself. Give your legs a little shake out in front. Oh, lovely. Thank you very much for joining me for that. Just quick body weight exercises for runners. Don't take long, just need to do them. All right, thank you. Have a great day. Bye.